Is now the right time to start a business? With all the changes brought by COVID-19, financial uncertainty is the elephant in the room. Millions of people's lives have been upended, but one group of people are doing exceptionally well. People who had already laid the foundations to create a source of income they control that's 100% online. Members of our life-changing program, Amazing Selling Machine, have done just that. Here's what ASM members have to say about why they joined, the results they've achieved, how their businesses are doing during COVID, and how their lives have changed as a result of joining ASM.
My name is Ana Silva. I'm originally from São Paulo, Brazil, and now I live in Colorado. My background is in IT and real estate, and I still work in those fields. I heard about ASM through YouTube videos. I knew I wanted to start an e-commerce business, but I had no idea what to do and how to go about it. There's really no better training where you can really hit the ground running. It's still your own business and you do make your own decisions, but this program helps you each step of the way, saves you time, and it brings you that sense of belonging and community. I've had incredible results with my business. I'm very proud of what I've been able to achieve in just a few hours a week. For example, we've been able to easily pay for our son's college degree, and we've been traveling way more than we did before. Going outside the country with the whole family is just something we can do now, so it feels wonderful. The past few months have been very interesting. Unfortunately, with this pandemic, we've seen some negative changes in some of our friends' financial situations. We've seen other small businesses suffer from not being able to provide the services that we usually provide. On the other hand, COVID-19 has had a tremendous positive impact in my own business. My products are not essential whatsoever, and I've seen an incredible increase in demand. I'm pretty sure it has to do with just more people buying online instead of going to a brick and mortar store. And to be honest, I strongly believe that this increase in demand will be sustained as shoppers just realize now that it's so easy and convenient to just press a few buttons and buy things online. There's really no better time to be selling online right now, so I feel blessed for having this opportunity.
I'm Leah.
And I'm David. We're from Noblesville, Indiana. Before ASM, I was working in medical sales. I had worked really hard to get my dream job, and I was trying my best at that, and doing my best meant that I had to be gone 4 nights a week. So I was on the road a lot. We were traveling over 4 states, and we had a daughter. And I realized that when I would come home, I would miss out on so much throughout the week. I was just kind of seeing them on the weekends. And so we really wanted to get our priorities in order and wanted to spend more time as a family, and that was important to us. And I think if I were to pick one thing that is probably the key to our success is that we've never stopped investing in our education. Mm-hmm. Out of those things that we've invested in, I would say ASM is probably our best investment in our education that we've ever made.
We launched our first brand in 2014, and it was a beauty brand, and then that was mildly successful. And then in 2016, after attending SellerCon, it would have been 2015 in February, we launched a baby brand, and we grew those businesses and ended up selling those businesses in 2017 for a 4.7 multiple of our discretionary earnings. So that was really fantastic. It was a 7-figure exit, and we were able to take that money and invest in our retirement, and then we took a portion of it and we launched 3 more brands on Amazon. So right now we're actually under contract to sell 2 of those brands, and we'll hopefully be selling the 3rd in January of 2021.
And right now all 3 brands together are over $1 million in monthly revenue. I feel for people who have been negatively affected by the pandemic, for people losing family members due to it, for people's businesses that have been hurt. But when you look at the businesses that have been negatively affected, you take the brick and mortars, you take restaurants, you take theaters, you take service-based businesses, then if you look at that side by side with people who are online sellers, most online sellers have seen a drastic uptick in sales because of so many people shopping online. But I think as far as how has it affected us, our businesses have all grown immensely during this time.
Hi, my name is Ann Ferris, and I'm from Chicago, but I live in Tamarindo, Costa Rica. So before ASM, I was a corporate lawyer living in London. I left that, I quit that job because I needed to have a life, and I moved to Tamarindo, Costa Rica, where I bought a hostel. Started a family. I had 2 beautiful children. I started ASM in 2017 when I was pregnant with my second baby, Nala. And it took me about 6 months to get my product live. After that, it went really well. And within 18 months, I had my business doing $100,000 a month. So I am currently a 7-figure seller, and it has just totally and completely changed my life. So I live on the beach. I get to stay home with my 2 beautiful children, which is really the most important thing to me, that I get to be home with them. In terms of, well, COVID hasn't affected my business too much. It's actually given me motivation to work a lot harder, and just to launch new products and to really go all in on my branding. I had a slowdown for 2 weeks when Amazon slowed down the shipping, but then everything got back to normal. But definitely, my only other thing that I was doing was that I owned a surf hostel here in Costa Rica, which now we've recently reopened, but it was closed for several months. And my ex, the father of my kids, is also out of work because he teaches surf lessons to tourists. So if I was not selling on Amazon, I can't imagine the situation. I mean, I literally can't. I would have no money, no income, and 2 children to support. And instead, I have money in the bank and I'm able to save, and I just don't worry about the future of my children, which is definitely the most important thing. This is an amazing time to invest in selling online. There's no better time in the world. Everything is going to shift online.
Hi, my name's Paul Nichol and I'm originally from Scotland in the UK. Before ASM, I was working in a corporate job in the City of London. And like a lot of people, I'd done that job for money and not really very much else. I had very little passion for the role, particularly latterly, and I'd really just fallen into that common trap of exchanging a big chunk of my time for money. The results that I've achieved from ASM and from the selling on Amazon opportunity in general have massively exceeded my expectations. As much as I didn't really enjoy the corporate role and the lifestyle, I was well paid for it. However, my Amazon business is currently generating more profit per month than I was able to earn in an entire year in my previous role. My main goal when I signed up for ASM was definitely to achieve freedom. Freedom to choose when and where I wanted to work, and not having to be accountable to anyone else other than myself. So I'm now really pleased to say that I've got that freedom. Don't get me wrong, some days I work very, very hard still, but the big difference is that it's doing something that I really enjoy and something which I have complete control over. Had I stayed in the previous corporate job, I'm almost certain I would have either lost that job or been furloughed given the COVID-19 situation. And again, this is why I'm super grateful to ASM and for the opportunity to sell on Amazon, as it allows you to be in charge and allows you to secure your family's future without being reliant on anyone else.
Hi, my name is Channing Dyson, and this is my husband, Justin Dyson, and we are from Dallas, Texas. Before we found ASM, I was actually working my butt off as a hairstylist, just trying to make ends meet. We were 24 at the time, and we had a 4-year-old. and I wanted to be able to have more days off that I could spend with my little baby who needed more of my attention.
Yep, so while she was a hairstylist, I was actually still trying to figure out what I wanted to do. I was working for my dad part-time, I was in college, and before that, I actually worked in a completely different industry. I was really just trying to figure things out, and that's when we stumbled across ASM. So we've been selling on Amazon for about 5 years now, and this past month we did a little over $600,000. Pretty happy about that. That was pretty cool. Cool deal. You know, our business is still growing really quickly, but the past 4 years we've actually maintained between a 15 and 20% profit margin, and that's continued to be the case. So we're doing really well. We're really excited, and that's what we're here telling you about ASM and how we got started.
My life has changed. I'm able to work at the salon just on the days that I want to see a few of my wonderful clients. I am not working the crazy hours that I was working. I have way more time with both of my children now. We actually had another kiddo while we've been building this business.
For me, the biggest change is really just I get to work from home. Like, I'm literally sitting in my office right now where we're recording this video, and we just have more time. There's a lot more time to do everything. Even though, you know, our business is doing over 600K a month, we are, you know, we have a lot of extra time. I only work probably 20 to 30 hours a week. There's my little one right there. Say hi.
Hi, Brig.
And he's gone. So yeah, so like I get to work from home with my wife here, with my kids in the background all the time. And it's just a lot more fun. Life is a lot easier. It's not just all about money, right? Like, yes, we are making more money than we ever did before, but the biggest change for me is like we have freedom to do what we want. We go on vacation 3 or 4 times a year. We take other trips on top of that, and ASM has made that possible.
We have more freedom now than I think we could have ever dreamed of, and it's wonderful.
Yeah, all of our friends who have done this and have been successful with it, that's the kind of the one thing they do differently than everyone else. If you come into this with like, I'm going to do it this way and this way and this way, well, what do you need the course for? That's the point. When you're coming into this, clear your mind, open yourself up to the concept that they're going to show me the types of products that are successful. They're going to show me how to find those products, launch those products, and make money with those products. If you will follow that blueprint, which is laid out before you in the course, you will go so much further than even what you expect. Like, I wanted to have $1 million a year business when we started this. I thought that was like the most amount of money, right? And last year we did over 5 million. So like your expectations, like throw those out the window. Anything that you come into this with, you know, just like, it's not even baggage, but you know, just like if you have these preconceived notions about how you want it to go, just clear that out of your mind.
Come in with an open mind and a willingness to learn, and it's a win-win situation. So that's what I come up with.
Could you learn to do this all by yourself? Sure, probably take you a year to figure it all out, and you're going to spend a lot of money making mistakes. Trust me.
We've seen it.
Yeah, when you start this company, you know, if you don't have somebody kind of guiding you along the way, there's so much room for error. And that's the purpose of ASM. That's why they're here. That's the only reason we're even talking to you right now. One of the things that, you know, starting ASM and, you know, having a successful business on Amazon has allowed us to do is kind of give back like this. We want to be here to help you speed up the learning curve. And that's what this course is for. And that's why it's so important that I think anyone who's looking to sell on Amazon, take this course. It will help you. It will make you go faster. It'll help you grow faster. And you'll have a lot more clarity on what you should be focused on.
And it has completely changed our lives. So are you ready for it to change your life too?
The program works. ASM is a proven step-by-step system that will help you find the right product to sell, source your product, list it for maximum sales, launch your product successfully, and grow your brand into a long-standing business. We've helped over 30,000 people discover how to build life-changing businesses with ASM, and we're ready to help you become financially free too. So go ahead, click the link below to join the brand new ASM 12